Hi there, meet your XL-1000. To begin with, if you're having trouble with the bobbin area, with thread looping or jamming underneath, you really need to check several things. The first and the most important thing is the needle plate. If your needle plate has a lot of damage to it where the needle goes through, it could be that you need to replace the needle plate. Needle plate is going to run $50. If you think that the bobbin area has some issue with it, if this spring has been damaged, the bobbin case stop finger, you also need to check your bobbin case. Make sure that the edge of the bobbin case is smooth and that there is no damage anywhere along the edge of the bobbin case, because any kind of nick or scratch can cause it to grab the thread and loop underneath and cause a lot of damage. Now, if this finger needs to be replaced, this needs to go in a very specific way so that when you insert the bobbin case, there's a precise amount of clearance for the bobbin case and the stop finger. And that has to be measured with a special tool. This all needs to be put together actually very carefully. The bobbin case needs to have enough play to work, and yet it needs to be able to work smoothly. And your hook point should also be checked to make sure that you don't have any damage there. As you look at the rest of your machine, you need to take the covers off, and they actually don't come off this simply. They need to be taken off very carefully and very you need to use special attention. There are many wires on the inside front cover that are attached to the main circuit board that need to be taken apart in a very special way, and you need to have a special grounding circuit, and you need to handle these electronics with great care, because there is the chance that you could short out one of the main circuit chips on the machine if you touch something or get oil on the wrong part. Also, on the machine, a lot of times the needle bar crank assembly is full of thread, and this assembly needs to be disassembled like this, and all the thread pulled off of this finger in order to make sure that it's working freely. And that requires a special tool to take this apart. Finally, one of the most important parts of your machine is the tension assembly. And this is actually called the tension encoder. And this tension encoder is a rubber wheel that is part of the electronic computerized tension on this machine. And the encoder rubber wheel is very smooth on the inside, but it has a beveled area that the thread runs in. Now, if you see in this bevel that there is a line cut in the rubber, that line has been cut in there from thread. And if there is a cut in that one, it needs to be replaced. Typically, these should be replaced every 2 to 3 years on the XL-1000. So this tension encoder is $29.99. The bobbin case itself is $89.99. The needle plate is $50. The bobbin stop position finger is $15 or $13. There are quite a few parts that are regular maintenance parts on this machine, and you need to be aware of how to replace them. It really needs to be serviced by a professional technician that knows all the parts of the machine and knows how to take all of these apart and put them back together and adjust them properly. If you have questions on that, please give us a call anytime at our toll-free number. Thank you.